Hello everyone, my name is MrFrogger, this is the Crossroads SMP, and my food situation is anything but relaxing. We have been mostly sustained off this cook card, which is in the community area of the shopping district. And we have this tiny little field over here, which, I mean, looks awful and doesn't really do much. Over here we have the leftover sheep from Long Snow's prank. Don't ask why they're green. No reason. But generally speaking, in Minecraft, you need a good source of food, and so in today's episode, that is what we're going to work on. We will work on some large fields with many different types of crops, and we're also going to work on some animal pens. The only real issue here is that, well, we only have a few sheep, and we only have wheat seeds, so I don't know. We'll just have to try and get the rest from other people if we can. But I guess, like they say, build it and they will come. So let's start by building up the area, and then we can sort out the issues like not having animals and crops later on, right? So let's start by doing one of the most satisfying things in Minecraft, clearing out a large field area. Well, I say large, but that took hardly any time at all. And now that we've filled this up, we can go over to the new area and figure out how exactly we want these fields. So the path curves from the bridge to the right to our storage area that we built in the last episode. And I think what we'll do is have a similar style path curve from the left hand side and head down in this direction. Probably not all the way, just a little bit of the way to start with. But on the right hand side of the path, we can add a few different height levels and add in some of our crops. And on the left here, we can clear out this area and let some space for our animals. So some sheep, and we need to find some cows and maybe even some pigs as well. So I think what I'll do is clear out this area, get rid of some of this grass so I can see it a little better and figure out what I want to do. So now that the grass is out of the way, I think what I want to do is actually fill in some of these gaps, because I don't think I want the land to drop down. I think if anything I want it to come up a bit, so I'll grab some grass and kind of just work on some level of terraforming here. Now I think what I will do first up is get a rough curve of a path going. I think something like this, and for today we'll probably just bring it over here. And so this whole area, I think what we'll do is add a layer of grass in and then start working on a few little mounds like this where we can add some plants. So let's terraform this out. Yeah, we've made this area a little bigger. I think actually what I might want to do is give it another little section on top, because we want to add a little more depth in places where we can. How does that look? When you're on the road level, yeah, I think that could be quite nice with some crops up there. And then we could add a little down section, and then maybe around here, start again. And with terraforming, I like to do 1s, 2s, and 3s on the edges and keep it kind of going around. And then every now and again, add a 2, go to a 3, that kind of thing. And then we can bring it back. And I think what we'll do with this path is maybe head over that direction with a little bridge later on. Not sure if I'll get to that today. I think I'll focus on the crops for now. I think that could work very well as little bits of crops. I think I will do the area in between as well, and we can surround it with some stone. I want to keep it similar to the bridge here in styling, so I've collected a bunch of stone, bricks, and andesite, as well as some spruce, dark oak, and these azaleas, and I think I'll keep it in this style and just build up sections where you can get in and do your work on the crops. So as I said, I wanted to go similar to the bridge design, and I think we'll do a similar sort of entranceway. So we've gathered a bunch of materials, and let's just try and work out at least a vague idea of what we want. So I think here, if we can go, let's go here and then have 3 in between and go there. And then I reckon around here, if we just do this around it, first with normal stone, and then we'll go in and texture it later and repeat that on the other side. Yeah, I think something like this could look pretty nice. Yeah, for texture we can come in and add in some of the bricks. We can add in some andesite. We've got some mossy we can go, and of course some of the cracked bricks. And for the wooden parts, I reckon if we do a wood and then we do a couple of sticks, and we might need some scaffolding to do this top bit. Let's go one more stick on each side, and we'll try and do a diagonal roof here. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm not really a big diagonal builder, so yeah, maybe if we add another layer. Yeah, that could look better, actually. I reckon for lighting, if we have a lantern in the middle, like that, something like that could look good. So I think what I will do now is I'll continue this brick all the way around, loop it around the back, and bring it around and texture this side, and I will bring you back when that is covered. Alright, this is looking good, if not a little plain in places, but luckily, earlier we went to FCD's shop and, well, we bought out all his flowering azalea. And so I think we're just going to go in with a combination of the azalea and maybe some spruce logs to break up this kind of stone area. So let's just go mad with the green. Yeah, I think that's good. Actually, I think we should do something like we did there with the drooping leaves. So let's go do that now as well, right? Yeah, that's looking good. That looks a lot better now. Hiding the dodgy diagonal build with leaves. Sounds good. I do also want to try and add in some spruce every now and again. Maybe like here, if we make a few of these wood ones as well. Yeah, I think that'll be good just to kind of add a third color from the green, the stone color, and the wood. But not all the way, just occasionally. And we can always use them as lampposts, I guess. In fact, that is a good idea with the lampposts. So let's just put lanterns on top of each of them. I think that'll be good. Well, I guess what it makes sense to do next is work on the path to come around here. And then we want to go in a little bit with our coarse dirt path. And then we can work on the farmland. So let's say we want to come like this far in. And then our main path we wanted from over here. And we just bring it to meet up with this one. And I think that'd be good for now. Yeah, I still think a bridge around here might be quite good. But after looking at it from the air, I think it could be quite nice if we have a river over there behind those, the shellcoat monster. But also maybe a river around here through where those sheep are, because they'll be moved. And we can have a nice bridge over here out into our further builds behind me there. So what I'll do first is fill in the coarse dirt, and then we've got this packed mud, and we also have the slabs to go in and add in this texture. I'm really enjoying the packed mud and the coarse dirt together, so I will keep doing that. And of course we can go in and add some buttons as well as some grass. And I think that is a pretty good path to start with. As I mentioned before, we have all the wheat we could ever want, but we don't have really much of what else. But I did get 3 potatoes, so I mean, it's better than nothing. So let's go in and add in some water and start some fields. I think I want to kind of go in and make things random. Well, at the moment it's all wheat, but I think later on, when we have more of everything else, I want to kind of make it look a bit more random. And I think we also want to add in some slabs. Oops, not there, but around the bottom, just so it's easier to get up and we don't trample the crops coming in here. Now, we did find some pumpkins and some melons, and I think they could be quite nice to add around the outside, just to add a bit more color and a bit more depth as well. And do something like this in a few places around, because those will really add some color to this place. And, well, we have this kind of temporary water source, but I think it might be quite nice if we walked in here and right kind of here at the back in the middle, we had some storage with some barrels and maybe a little well. So I think I have some barrels around. I only have 4. Okay, well, we could make something. For a water source, I think, yeah, it's fine just to be in the middle here. So if we make a little 4x4, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I want to do a bottom of mossy. And I think if we do corners of spruce, some walls of stone, a few slabs on the top to add some depth. And I think we can just fill this with water to start with. And, well, actually on the top here, I reckon if we go wood straight away. And I think for the roof, we just go super simple. And I think we just do slabs on the outside. And then we raise the top a little bit. Yeah, not sure actually. Now I see it. Let's see from over here. Let's see what it looks like. It is quite big compared to the rest of the area, but yeah, I think that's okay. We can definitely add more leaves on it. I think that is, well, our go-to, right? Oh, and a lantern might be quite nice. Is it practical to have this many leaves around the water source? No. Does it look good? I think so. Let me know if you think so too. I think what we can do is we can go in and add a bit more coarse dirt in and around this place, as well as some more grass to make it feel a little bit more overgrown and less well looked after. Now we do have our little Totoro shop, and well, I'm going away for a bit, so I think what I want to do is lay out some of these logs in places around my base as kind of a suggestion. So if anyone would like to build a tree, kind of a you can build a tree here kind of thing. So let's just add some randomly around. I think down here would be quite a cool place for a tree. Of course, back here could be really nice. We can fill in this area with a few trees. I think right there could be one. Definitely right there could be one. And on this side as well. Yeah, nice. That should give people enough options if they would like to do it. I've repeated the process we did over here with the crop fields over this side with a little pan for our sheep, and I've moved our sheep in from down there and cleared up a little bit. I wanted to go with the same sort of feel across from this one, and I think it works pretty well. Our crops are slowly growing up as I've been AFK in this area. We've still got only a few potatoes, and we also found a carrot, so that'll be good to get that going as well. But these things take a bit of time, so I've got to AFK here for a bit or just process around my base and it will grow up. So what do you think of these little builds? I quite like them. I'm kind of a little confused now why I decided to build a wall around my crops. Previously I haven't done that, and I don't think the crops are going to run away, so they don't really need a wall, unlike the sheep. But I like the design, I like the leaves, I like the stone variants, and the accent of the spruce. So overall, yeah, I think I'm happy with this one. But that is going to be it for today, because we set out aiming to get a food source going, and we have that. We've got our sheep for some mutton, and we have our fields for some wheat that we can turn into bread. So until next time, bye-bye.